Hello, everyone. Welcome to Everything Arsenal. Wait. You guys never told me the Champions League is usually this easy. Or is it just Arsenal being that good that we made it look that easy? Back with a bang, an absolute bang, 4-0 win to start the Champions League season. Now, I predicted Arsenal to score 4 goals in this game, but I did predict PSV to score twice as well. So I went with the 4-2 prediction. I didn't expect it to be 4-0 and that easy. But I think as well, on top of that, we made it look very easy. Like Saliba today, absolutely incredible at the back. Odegaard, he makes football look so easy, man. Trossard as well, Saka, all of them absolutely incredible. You'd think all of them have been playing Champions League football for the last 10 years. You know, the 6 players who started that game, 6 out of the 11 players who started that game have never played in the Champions League before. A couple of others that we brought from the bench, they've never played Champions League before. So the fact that this was their first time and they made it look that easy, absolutely incredible, man. So that's all of a sudden that, like, I'm already confident with Arsenal at the moment, and that has just taken my confidence way on top. Like right now, I feel like we can beat anyone, man. Like I already cannot wait for that Tottenham game. What a performance, 4-0 victory and a clean sheet at the Emirates Stadium. We have actually kept a clean sheet at the Emirates Stadium. That on top of that, absolutely brilliant, man. Like that clean sheet alone makes me feel so happy because the Champions League is never easy, man. Usually Champions League, there are 2-1s, 3-2s, 4-3s, as you've seen with Bayern and Man United. Usually both teams score. So for us to keep them quiet, a team that is top of the Eredivisie, they've scored 13 goals already in 4 games this season. They have not lost a match since February. Well, you've not played Arsenal though, have you? So what a performance. Last season, you only managed to beat them 1-0 at the Emirates. This time, in a bigger competition, you've scored 3 more goals and beat them 4-0. What an amazing time to be an Arsenal fan, man. Like beating Man United and then beating, which team did we beat the other day? Beating Everton for the first time since 2017 at their place, and now beating PSV 4-0 and making it look so comfortable. When you're talking during the preview, I said we need to win all of our home games. In the Champions League, win all of your home games. Of course, Lons are doing poorly this season. Go to their place and win as well. And then maybe you can try and get a draw at PSV and try and get a draw away at Sevilla. But if you perform like that every single game, you're going to beat all of them. But I still don't think you're going to finish with 18 points. It's going to be tougher. But today, win your home games. That is what you need to do. Send a message out so that when Lons come next time and Sevilla come next time as well, they know that we mean business. And more importantly as well, when Tottenham come this weekend, we are not Sheffield United. That is the message you want to send. That's the message you want to send. Absolutely happy. Basically, I think I'm happy with everyone's performance. I think Ben White as well, like you would never know, like that was his first time playing in the Champions League. David Raya as well made everything look so easy. Saka as well. He also got subbed off. Like today, everything was so perfect. We even subbed off Trossard, subbed off Saka, subbed off Zinchenko, all of those players to get them a rest for the North London derby. Absolutely incredible time to be an Arsenal fan. I am absolutely buzzing. Let me know how you guys are feeling as we go through the match reaction. Let me know who your man of the match was. What impressed you the most today? And out of the 4 goals, which one was the best? Because, man, like all of them are just pure quality. Like for the 4th one, I was screaming, Odegaard, shoot, you're going to score. I remember like a few years, like 2 years ago, maybe 1.5 years ago, people are like, Odegaard doesn't shoot. Like these days, every single big game, whether it's Tottenham away, Newcastle away, he always scores from outside the box and he's not scared of shooting. He's a proper leader, man, proper leader. That guy captains Erling Haaland in Norway, and Haaland is like on a machine. So Odegaard is his captain. So that shows you how good Odegaard is. Let me read a couple of comments before I go to the lineup and everything. Best says, well done. Lee says we are the best. Man, we're in such a good position, man. Like 3 years ago, I looked at our defense. We had Pablo Mari 3 years ago. Pablo Mari, Chambers, Cedric, and Pablo Mari, Chambers, Cedric. There was someone else. Was it Bellerin or someone? There was someone else there as well. Or was it Holding? I think it was Holding. There's a time our starting lineup was Pablo Mari, Holding, Cedric, and Chambers. That was 3 years ago. Now look at our defense, man. Like the quality of those players. I don't think we've had very proper defenders. Like we had Winterburn and Keown and Steve Bold before that, and Tony Adams and Dixon at the back. There's a time you had Campbell and Toure and Lauren and Ashley Cole. All of those guys are really good. But like in terms of technique and just like pure quality, like footballers, I don't think we've had 4 great footballers like this playing in our defense. Like Zinchenko, ability, like every time we score a goal, like over the weekend, Zinchenko is involved. Today, Gabriel's pass, like before I even come to the goals, let's go through the lineup first, and let me read a couple of your comments, because that Gabriel pass to Trossard, absolutely amazing. Great performance from the team, says Effort. What an amazing game, says Bisang. But yeah, we are back in the Champions League. The Champions League is very easy. You guys never told me the Champions League is going to be this easy. If it's going to be this easy, you're going to win it, right? But let's go to the starting lineup. What our starting lineup was for today. A couple of surprises, maybe I'd say, but this was our starting lineup for today. Make sure to hit the like button as always. In goal, you went for David Dreyer. Now, I said if Raya starts in this one and also starts for the Tottenham game, then maybe Ramsey is our second goalkeeper. But let's see. Like for me, to be honest, right now the position we are at Arsenal, I really don't care who starts, whether it's Raya or Ramsdale, whether it's Ben White or Tomias, whether it's Trossard or Martinelli. Like we have so many good players, I literally don't care who starts. Even in midfield, some of you have a problem, but I don't really care whether Fabio Vieira starts or Havertz starts or Smith Rowe starts. Like I feel like we're in such a good position. I'm happy with any player starting right now. So David Raya started in goal. I'm still kind of hurt that Ramsdale could end up leaving, but hey, that's what you need to do, man. If you want to go to the next level, if that means we are going to the next level, I usually support whatever Arteta does. So if that's what he's doing, well and good. So Raya and goal. At the back, we went for the usual back four: Zinchenko, Gabriel, Saliba, and Ben White. We went to Declan Rice, Odegaard, and Kai Havertz in midfield. I knew Kai Havertz was going to start since the Champions League game, and he's one of the few players who's played in the Champions League before. And then up front, you went with Saka, Jesus, and Trossard. Now, from that team, 6 of those players have never played in the Champions League. I think Gabriel played one season for Lille. Zinchenko and Jesus played for Man City. Havertz played for Chelsea. And I think it's Odegaard who played for Real Madrid. The others, Saka, never played in the Champions League. Ben White, never. Saliba, never. Even Trossard, someone who's like on the latter stages of late 20s, he's never played in the Champions League. Like I think Trossard is 28 or 27, I think turning 28. He's never played in the Champions League before. Even Declan Rice never played in the Champions League before. So most of those players are very new to the Champions League. And so for us to put that kind of performance, absolutely buzzing with that. And then on the bench, we had two good goalkeepers, Ramsdale, Kalhine, Kivio, Tomiyasu. Cedric is back. Cedric is back, man. Cedric is back. El Neni is back as well. El Neni is back. Jorginho, Fabio Vieira, Smith Rowe, Edin Ketia, and Reece Nelson. So obviously we knew the likes of El Neni and Cedric couldn't come on. And we actually got to see Smith Rowe as well. Like today, I think everything is so nice about today. The fact that Saka also got subbed off and Trossard got subbed off and Smith Rowe got some minutes and Fabio Vieira. I remember we'll talk about Fabio Vieira as well in the player rating. So I remember we did a poll here and like 90% of you said sell Fabio Vieira, and I told you no, you have to give him a second season. That is the same thing with Havertz as well. That's why you never hear me saying, oh, sell Havertz right away. Now, Fabio Vieira needed 2 seasons. They're all going to come good, whether they're 40 million, 60 million, 70 million. Our manager is very good. Like the coaching staff is very good. Like everyone in that team is very good to the point where I know anyone playing in that team is going to be really good. So that is our starting lineup for today. The first time in the Champions League since 2017. The squad you had that day, and you look at this squad that you have today, like, age-wise, they're boys, but these are proper men. Like, no one can bully us. Like, look at Gabriel, Saliba, Declan Rice, Havertz. Like, no one can bully us. Like, back in the day, in the Champions League, you used to turn up with Jack Wilshere, and Wilshere was good, but, I mean, in terms of stature and size, very small and tiny, and used to depend on a lot of flair and here and there. But this team right now, we can depend on a lot of different things, like flair. We are good on the left side, good on the right side, aerial ability as well. Defensively, they don't just have power, they have pace as well. Like everyone is so good as well. And now on top of that, you have like 2 good goalkeepers, absolutely fantastic. So within the first minute, we saw that they were definitely going to attack. PSV, they had a shot on target like in the first 47 seconds. I expected them to score 2 goals because they're very good attacking wise. Like even today, I prefer playing teams like that. Hopefully Tottenham play like that over the weekend. The day we played Everton the other day, like they literally did not attack. Like it was just Arsenal with the ball the whole time, and you can even fall asleep while watching Arsenal. Not because Arsenal is boring, but because of how Everton is playing. But today, end to end, and I think that end to end kind of allows us to get many chances and score many goals. So I'm hoping Tottenham play that way. Tottenham fans watching this, I dare you, play the way PSV played today, and we'll get a lot of spaces on the sides, and Odegaard and Saka and Martinelli, if he's there, Trossard, whoever is there, absolutely fantastic. I think you're going to get the spaces. Today's first half, I think that is the best performance so far this season overall, and especially in the first half. Absolutely incredible. Oh my goodness. Last season against Fulham away from home around February, March, we played very well away at Fulham in the first half. But today, like everything was so perfect in that first half. Like quick passes, like quick decision making. That's what you love to see. No one is dwelling on the ball. Ben White gets the ball, pass very quickly. Havertz gets the ball, passes very quickly. Odegaard, quick movement. Saka, Trossard, Jesus as well. That is why you need to start Jesus. I know I was on a podcast the other day, and the topic was, is Jesus and Ketia world class? Probably not. But we'll still win games with them. It's not. We don't really need. Maybe in the future, if you get Osimhen, I'm not going to say no. If you get Tony, I'm not going to say no. But I still believe Jesus, especially in that starting lineup. I'm always confident he's going to do a job. He might not be the most clinical, but when he's on the pitch, the defenders are going to have a big job to do, big work to do. So within the first 7 minutes, Saka scored the goal. Odegaard with the assist. Very quick movement again. Odegaard shot the ball. I think it was going to hit the post or something. And Bukayo Saka scoring from the rebound. The boy, he scored his first Champions League goal, man. Like 4 years ago, he was scoring for us in the Europa League. Was it against like Karabakh or something? I don't remember the exact team, but less than 4 years ago, Saka was scoring for us in the Europa League. He was a tiny baby, like 17, 18 years of age. Now look at him scoring our first Champions League goal in like 7 years. Absolutely amazing. Good finish as well with his right foot. Odegaard with great work as well. Odegaard these days is not scared of shooting, and I absolutely love that. Like whenever Odegaard gets a chance to shoot the ball, he is not scared of doing that, and he did that as well today to make it 1-0. Right after that as well, Raya made another save. PSV always attacking. They have quality players there as well. And then Trossard with the second goal. Now, PSV, I think, had a corner kick, or was it a corner kick or a free kick, whichever. It was cleared. Like that second goal, I know Trossard scored, I know Saka assisted, but Gabriel Jesus, the way he turned there and then quick pass to Saka, absolutely freaking amazing, man. Like Gabriel Jesus is just stunning. Like there's some of you still say sell Jesus and buy a striker. You can buy a striker and keep Jesus. Jesus has to be in that team. Like he gives us so much energy, ability, technique wise. I think in terms of best footballers, I think Trossard, Odegaard, and Jesus are our best footballers, like in terms of technique and just skill. And Jesus is from Brazil, so he definitely has that flair and ability, Ronaldinho, Ronaldo kind of style. And on top of that, he can also score. Fantastic. So Jesus starts from their counter-attack. We literally did a Man United counter-attack FC for that second goal. Jesus to Saka quick thinking to Trossard. And whenever Trossard has the ball in that position, like the ball coming to him outside the box, I usually expect a goal. Like it's very good in terms of technique. That's why I don't actually mind him playing in the number 8 position. He's not scared of shooting. And that finish, the technique, he always finds him to put it on target. And an assist for Saka as well. Like these days, I even forget to count Saka's goal contributions. Like he gets them every single day. And Trossard, 2 games, 2 goals. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Like I'm so happy as an Arsenal fan, man. I don't know how you guys are feeling, but right now I'm so happy as an Arsenal fan. Like everyone is literally performing. There's 100 of you watching on YouTube, 500 of you watching on Facebook. Hit the like button. Let me know how you feel about the game. 2-0 to Arsenal within the first 19 minutes. Good finish, good. And within the first 20 minutes, everyone had performed very well. Like you would have thought, like if someone was watching football for the first time today, they would tell you like Arsenal has been playing the Champions League like for 10, 20 years straight. Like we are making it look so easy. Saka, quick movement. And that is what you need to do in the Champions League. Like other competitions, like in the Premier League, yes, they'll not give you time. But like, for example, Everton the other day, they would park the bus and, the likes of Saliba and Gabriel can just, pass the ball around them at the back and try and make a decision and stuff because they're not really going to press you. But a team like PSV is going to come for you. And if you give them space, they're going to score. Yeah, they're going to attack and they're going to shoot the ball as you saw today. So quick thinking, quick movement. Don't let them make a tackle. Don't give them a chance to make an interception. Boom, 2-0 in the first 20 minutes. And right there and then I was expecting more goals. Like the kind of football we were playing, fantastic. And just 18 minutes later, Jesus. Now that's Gabriel Jesus' goal. Usually people look at the goal and the assist, but you have to look at everything. And that is what I love about Arsenal these days. Like the second goal, Trossard scored, Saka assisted, but Gabriel Jesus did a fantastic job. The third goal, Trossard assisted, Jesus scored. But the Gabriel pass to Trossard, we've really suffered. I'm telling you, there's no way Sylvester and Mustafi would make that pass. Absolutely no chance. We have really suffered, man, with all these Sylvesters and Senderos. Senderos was not that bad, but like later on, the likes of Juru, Ignacy, Miguel, or something, we've really suffered with our centre backs. Having centre backs like Gabriel, and that is why I was like, surely they're not going to sell him. When you're hearing rumors about Gabriel going, surely they're not going to sell him. Thank God they didn't. And that pass to Trossard with his left foot, right foot. Trossard is just basically Cazorla. Like if you give him a corner with the left foot, he's going to take it. He can take a free kick with the right foot. The cross, the accuracy of that cross to Jesus and the touch from Jesus and the finish, absolutely fantastic. 3 goals in the first 38 minutes. Things were looking good. I'm sure even Arteta did not expect it to be that easy. I don't think any Arsenal fan expected it to be that easy, like 3-0 within the first 38 minutes. I was just saying in the preview, I'm not sure we can get those goals, but can we get like 2-3 goals quickly and take off the players to wait for Tottenham over the weekend? But I didn't actually think it was going to happen. I thought it was going to be like Arsenal score again, and then PSV score, and then maybe Arsenal score again, then PSV score, then Arsenal score fourth. I predicted 4-2, but I did not expect it to be that easy, and I'm really, really proud of that first half. Absolutely incredible. Ben White did pick up a yellow card in that first half, but you do expect that. Ben White doesn't pick up that many yellow cards anyway, but he did pick up a yellow card in that first half. Now, the second half, it was a bit of game control. We weren't playing as quickly as we were in the first half, but hey, you don't have to. There's a lot of games coming up. Goal difference in the Champions League, 6 games probably doesn't matter. So after you get 3 goals, 4 goals, that is probably enough. I can't see, unless PSV or Sevilla beat each other 4-0, 5-0, I can't really see it. Like Premier League goal difference is important. Champions League home game, just get the win. It's good to get the goals, but I wasn't really worried about why are we settling down. Let's go and get a 4th and 5th and 6th. No, not really. And I was also enjoying Man United being beaten on the other side. So on top of that, I was also even more happier. So second half, Raya made another save, third save. At least today, thank you PSV. At least you tested David Raya against Everton. He was not tested at all. Like he was like the whole game, all he had to do was just kick the ball. But today, at least he was actually tested, and you saw him making a couple of saves, which is good. And then the situation we got ourselves into, we were able to take off Trossard and Zinchenko and bring on Nelson and Tomiyasu in the second half, 57th minute. And then I know most of you saw that Saliba skill in the 64th minute. The ball came to Saliba. It was a bit tough. I think it bounced, and then he got a bit confused. So 2 players tried to press him. And the Saliba touch, he went this side, and then they both went this side, and then he just turned with the ball like this. This is our center back, doing skills, in between 2 PSV players. If they take the ball away from him, it's a goal. But the confidence, that shows you, the confidence in this team, incredible. And that is why I usually don't feel great when people start saying, yeah, Fabi Vieira, not great, Havertz, get out of here. No, I want to, if they get the confidence like Fabi Vieira has gotten right now, the players who are playing around them and the manager as well, all of them are just going to be good. They automatically become good. In this team, it's just a switch. You just get a bit of confidence. Look at Saliba, man. 2-3 years ago, I never thought he was ever going to play for Arsenal. Now, the confidence of just performing skills in the centre back position and going around the players, incredible. And then we finally got to see Smith Rowe as well. They didn't play at the same time with Saka, but we're probably going to see this very soon. It was 2 years ago, Smith Rowe and Saka together. I cannot wait to see both of them on the pitch together. But today we didn't need to see that. Smith Rowe came on, Fabio Vieira came on, Saka went off, and Jesus came on. As I said, the position that we are right now as Arsenal fans, back in the day, we used to take off maybe Aubameyang and bring on someone, and people would be like, yeah, why is Aubameyang going off? Who's this one coming on? These days, man, even Smith Rowe comes on, I'm screaming. Finally, we're seeing him. Fabio Vieira is coming on, I'm screaming. Yes, Fabio Vieira is coming on again. Even Edin Nketiah comes on, I'm screaming. Yes, we're going to get another goal here. Everyone comes on, I'm just happy. Even Tomiyasu, Tomiyasu comes on, I'm like, yes, 5 games without an injury. Hope I didn't jinx him. Touch wood, but he came on today as well, did the job as well. Once again, fantastic. And then 3 minutes later, Odegaard. Even Nelson came on. Very lively, man. The right back cannot sleep with Chris Nelson there. He's always on the ball, making quick turns. Maybe a couple of poor decisions at the end, but he was always involved, and he got the assist for Odegaard goal. I have to say, I never choose which player as my favorite. As I said, I never choose which player I want to start and all that. Yes, we make the lineups and everything, but I love all of them. But at the moment, I have to say, I genuinely do think Odegaard is my favorite Arsenal player. I have to choose there because this guy is just absolutely amazing. He makes football look so easy. And that fourth goal, when Nelson, I was screaming for Nelson to pass for him because I knew like if he gets that chance, it's a goal. And the chances against scoring, last time he scored 15 goals. He scored already like 3 goals or something, 3 or 4. He scored a big penalty against Crystal Palace. He also scored against. He contributed the Everton goal. Him and Saka contributed to the Everton goal. He didn't get the assist, but they contributed. And against, was it Fulham? He didn't score. Which game did Odegaard score? There's another game Odegaard scored, right? We win so many times these days. I don't even remember which game that they scored. But yeah, Odegaard scored another game, didn't he? He did. Correct. Let me know which game was it. I can't remember, but Odegaard scored in another game. But hey, we score so many times these days, I can't even remember. 4-0, 71 minutes. We were also able to take off Declan Rice and bring on Jorginho. Absolutely fantastic. And for the rest of the game, it was just a matter of just game management. Let's not consider goal. Get a clean sheet for David Raya. I know they kept on showing Ramsdale. These guys, they just have to do it because they know like he's not happy. Obviously, I know Ramsdale is not happy. He's one of the reasons why you're back in the Champions League. So I don't expect him to be happy while he's on the bench. And Raya just kept 2 clean sheets. But I'm sure they'll all get their chances. I'm sure Ramsdale will probably even play the Lens game. I don't think he'll just be on the bench forever. They will all get chances to play, and that is what you want in the Arsenal team. Everyone to get a chance to. Thank you, Anu. Odegaard scored against Man United. Yeah, that's the game. Like they are so small, I don't even remember them, man. Like they're such a tiny club, I don't even remember that we scored against them. 4-0 to Arsenal. Saka in the first half. Let me talk about Saka's stats in the first half. This kid is incredible. Saka in the first half, he had 100% in terms of dribbles completed. He had 100% in terms of shot accuracy, and he also had 100% in terms of crossing accuracy. We'll talk about that in the player ratings as well. Like what an incredible performance from him, and he got subbed off as well. That is the kind of performance we needed. Now, this season, some of you have not been happy with some of the performances. Personally, I've been okay because Crystal Palace and Everton away, I don't expect it to be an easy game. You win those games 1-0, 2-0, whichever you get away from there with the win. It's never easy going to Crystal Palace. Everton, you hadn't won there for like 6 years. It's good to go there, whichever way we won. I was happy with the 1-0. Man United, maybe we wanted to thump them even more, but hey, 3-1, still a 2-goal margin, still got the win. Nottingham Forest, maybe, yes, we wanted more goals and you wanted to beat Fulham by 2 or 3. But I think this is our best performance so far this season. For the first 45 minutes, we were really good. And then the last 20 minutes of the game, we were really good as well. Like between the first 15 minutes, maybe between the 45th minute and the 60th minute, we kind of chilled a bit. But after that, Odegaard, absolutely fantastic. And the rest of the players, absolutely fantastic as well. Even Nelson came on, looked lively. Smith Rowe came on, looked lively. Jorginho just controlling the game as well. Tomiyasu didn't have a lot to do defensive-wise. I saw him going forward as well. Like, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Our best performance so far this season. And what a way to start the Champions League. This gives us even more confidence going to the Tottenham game. I'm buzzing. We'll come to the player ratings. Lenny says Rice was the missing piece to complete our puzzle. It's time to tick our boxes now. Our trophy cabinet must be active. I really feel like, I think we have to win a trophy this season. Like the way we are playing, like so confident. Like I don't want us to go 2 seasons without a trophy. Like playing our best football like this. I don't think we've played like this in such a while. Like even whenever we play Champions League, like right now, like expect us to win by 4 goals or something. We're in such a good position right now. Gunners give me joy, says Adedaji. Zimba says, I'm really buzzing. The performance was really fantastic today. I see Kai was awesome. He was, but I'm sure I'll scroll through here and someone will say he did not play well. I'm waiting for someone to say that. He did not score. I still want him to score, obviously. I want him to assist, obviously. But in terms of gameplay, he was involved. Like he was the turns as well, winning us free kicks in midfield, winning the second balls and all that. That is the kind of thing you want in midfield or in the whole team, basically. Like fight for the second balls, create opportunities. There's a couple of times I really wanted him to score. Like there's a time he was free, I was screaming for Nelson to pass the ball to him, pass the ball to Havertz. I wanted him to score, but in terms of overall performance, I was happy. I've even seen someone saying that is his best performance in an Arsenal shirt. Could be. I'm troubled whom to choose as the man of the match, says Zimba. That is a good position to be. We don't even know who we're going to choose as the man of the match because everyone is good. I'm in love with this team, says Godson. I am as well. No says David Raya is better. I'm not going to say who is better. I'm happy having two good goalkeepers. David Ray is doing great. He is for sure. His passing is incredible. Musa says the feeling around the club is amazing. All our front three were on target, but Trossard was a unique player. Again, we're in such a good position. Like Trossard is one of our best footballers, and he doesn't even play that much. So for me, I'm one of those guys who are usually scared about injuries, especially to players like Partey and Trossard and Zinchenko who've been injured here and there. So I'm usually like, get 3 goals and take off Trossard. So I was actually okay with him being taken off because since he came to us, he's picked up like injuries a couple of times. He hasn't been out for too long, but he has been subbed off a couple of times with injuries. And he played, I think, both games for Belgium during the international break. So sub him off, give someone else a chance. Nelson got a chance. Smith Rowe got a chance. I'm happy that as well. You never know which foot he's going to use. I don't even know whether it's left-footed. He makes it look so easy, man. He's Santi Cazorla. Martinelli should be right in that position. Trossard is doing everything right. Let's see. Tottenham defeat loading, says Charles. Yes, hopefully, man. They never beat us at the Emirates. They are playing good right now. So I think they're probably better than what they have been, but come on. I'm never scared of Tottenham at home. I love the confidence that the coaching team injected into these players, making them see themselves as potential Champions League winners, says Daniel. Sunday says, this Arsenal is doing good. I love Arsenal, doing very good. Tactical says PSV, Tottenham will play like PSV did tonight. High press, we could definitely smash them. Yes. If you get a team that is going toe-to-toe with us, we usually score a few goals. Like, that is why, like, when you face Brighton, that game will be like 5-3 or something. Like, I'm sure Brighton will score against us. So who knows? We have Saliba these days. But yeah, playing against teams like Brighton, that's why we were able to score 4-2 against them last season. Like, those teams who are ready to attack you, it's always a good game. So PSV, if Tottenham play like that, I'll be very confident. I don't think they'll pack the bus. So let's see how it goes. It's good to be back, man. Champions League. This is the first time we're doing a Champions League reaction ever over here. Like, I was never a content creator when you're in the Champions League before. What a beautiful performance from the boys. They made PSV look ordinary, and they're not, man. They're actually not. They are a very good team. So us making them look very regular was actually very good. Keeping clean sheet is another great job, says Daniel. Yusuf says, I'm the happiest, bro. Dan says the subs were class. 100% agree. Especially Nelson, he looked very lively. Even Tomiyasu and Fabio Vieira. Fabio Vieira is another one. Like, you guys kept on saying, fine, Fabio Vieira, he has to go to the gym. He doesn't have to become a good footballer. You don't have to go to the gym. Like, maybe he has, but he's not like big, but he's playing better than he was last. And it's just a matter of confidence. He was coming from Portugal, maybe the tempo and the quickness, the way we play. Saka, Odegaard, and Martinelli, Trossard, it's very quick. So if you joined right today, you might find it difficult. For someone like a Timber, you might not find it difficult because he's coming from Ajax, who play the same kind of football. But the other players like Fabio Vieira and Havertz is coming from a very terrible Chelsea team. So maybe all of them need time to adapt to the pace of our team. Charles says 10 out of 10 for Arteta standing firm in his team selection and 0 out of 10 for Pandis against Arteta's goalkeeper tactics. They keep on talking about it, like they don't let us when it's Arsenal, they always talk about it. Brighton do the same thing. Brighton have two goalkeepers, and one of them has played 2 games, and the other one has played 3 games. It's not only Arsenal, but they'll keep on talking about Arsenal. I mean, for me, I'm looking at it like we have 2 good goalkeepers. I'm enjoying this as if it was 2002, 2003, says William. That is on Thierry Henry was incredible. Great performances from the team, says Sam. Impressed with the performance for the first time this season, says Godwin. Interesting. I thought our performance against Crystal Palace was good because we were down to 10 men. But yes, I hear you in terms of attacking and quick passes and all that. I think this is definitely our best performance. Man of the match is Kai Havertz or Odegaard. Wow, someone is actually voting Kai Havertz as the man of the match. I'm going to cry tears of joy, man. Like, people are actually saying good things about Havertz as well. I'm going to cry, man. This is good. This is very good. We're always the Ghana, says Yasin. Tottenham, we are ready for you, says Lee. Anu says, I'm so happy. 100%. Lee says captain, man of the match. I will come to the rest of the comments. Let's do the player ratings. It's going to be high ratings. I can see people saying 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Let's do this. So Arsenal 4, PSV nil, player ratings, incredible performance. Let's go to the first one, David Dreyer. Today, he actually did make saves. He had something to do today, which is actually very good that he had something to do today. What rating am I going to give him for today? He made 4 saves. There's a time he kicks the ball out of goal, but you don't expect it to be like 100% perfect. But another thing I love about him today, Rare, like the crosses. PSV are putting in a couple of crosses. I think there was a guy called Bakayoko on the right wing of PSV who was playing really well. There's a couple of times he was putting in crosses and Real just coming for them and collecting them quite easily. So that is fantastic as well. He kept another clean sheet today. Back-to-back clean sheets for him. Very, very good to see. He made 4 saves as well. I'm going to give him this, man. Like, fantastic. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10 for today. Made saves, made the aerial balls look very easy. Apart from one time where he kicked the ball out, he didn't do anything else that was wrong. It's like having David Silva in goal, man. Literally, like passing he makes it look so easy. So David Dreyer gets an 8 out of 10 for today. Centre backs. William Saliba. William Saliba is unreal. Gabriel is unreal as well, man. Like, both of them are just freaking unreal. The pass that Gabriel gave to Trossard, that is the reason why we were able to score the 3rd goal. The pass from Gabriel was fantastic. Like, the chip pass, fantastic. And in terms of defending as well, energy, they have pace and they have power. That is what you want. Now, Saka had leadership, but he was not quick. He was very slow. Bellerin had pace before he got the injury, but maybe in terms of the other things, not quite. Monreal was very consistent. He could play different positions, maybe all that, but maybe a couple of things that they weren't there. And then there's the bad ones that you know about. Maybe David Luiz was good in terms of passing and all that, but a few mistakes here and there, a few bad challenges that earn him, get him red cards and all that. The team that we have right now, Gabriel has also improved in terms of his discipline. A couple of seasons ago, he was picking up red cards and a few yellow cards. These days, not too many times. Very, very happy. Clean sheet in the Champions League. He's one of the few players who've played Champions League for us before. He played for Lille before he joined Arsenal. This season before he joined Arsenal, I think he played 6 games that year. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. Fantastic. I'm so happy to have him back in the starting lineup. He will get a rest probably when we play Brentford next week in the Carabao Cup. We'll probably see Kivio as well again. Even if Kivio starts, I have no problem. But Gabriel is there for us. Like, there's a reason now he starts for Brazil. He played the last 2 games for Brazil against Bolivia and Peru. He's quite good. Like, I feel very safe. Having Gabriel and Saliba there, I feel very safe. And then in front of them, we have Declan Rice. So Gabriel gets an 8 out of 10 for today. I was very tempted to give William Saliba an 8, but I'm going to, let's not go too overboard. But the skill he had in the second half, fantastic. So I'm going to give Saliba an 8 out of 10 as well. We are giving these players these high ratings in the Champions League. I think I'm going to cry, man. I'm going to cry, man. A Europa League I never want to see. The moment you hear that Champions League football, you never want to go back to the Europa League ever again. Like, it hits different. Saliba, 8 out of 10, makes everything look so easy. A few aerial balls that came into the box, they are heading them away, making everything look so easy, man. So absolutely fantastic. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10 for today as well. Zinchenko, yeah, I think he gave away the ball maybe once early in the game, but from there or that point on, Zinchenko, if you ask someone today, an alien comes to this universe and you ask them, hey, you watch football with me for the first time, and you ask them which position Zinchenko plays, they'll not tell you Zinchenko is a left back. Like, he's in midfield, he's on the right wing, he's a number 10, he's creating, he's on the left side, working magic with Trossard as well. Absolutely fantastic. We get a clean sheet, despite thinking someone like a Saliba was slightly better. Zinchenko, how many minutes did Zinchenko? Just because he played 57 minutes, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. But maybe it could be unfair because I'm supposed to give them the rating for the time they're on the pitch. For the time he was on the pitch, it's probably an 8 out of 10, but I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. The others were longer for longer for like 30, 40 more minutes, but I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Fantastic. It's a 7 going to 7.5. Ben White got a yellow card, but other than that, defended very well. He was going forward. He was putting in a couple of crosses as well. I love Ben White, man. Like, we signed him as a center back, and so far, I think he's one of our best buys ever, man. Like, he makes everything look so easy as well. doesn't play around. If he needs to tackle, he'll tackle. If he needs to make a pass, he'll make a pass. He goes forward as well. Some people still believe Ben White is not good attacking wise. I mean, he is not the Alexander Arnold or Reece James or Estupinian or anything like that. No, he's not that good in terms of attacking. But he can do his thing. He can do his thing. He still manages to put in a few good crosses as well. And maybe if he finished some more of the chances, he could have more assists. But today, Ben White, I thought he played really well as well. I feel like I'm doing Zinchenko dirty. I wanted to give him an 8, but I'm going to give Ben White an 8. I feel like everyone played really well at the back, man. Ben White gets an 8 out of 10. We did let them shoot up the ball a few times, but they have the quality, man. They're a very attacking team. So, yes, 8 for Ben White as well. Declan Rice in midfield, first time playing in a real European competition. Forget about the Conference League. West Ham, forget about that. This is a real European competition. Rice, once again, at least he also got subbed off, rested for the last 20 minutes. In midfield, Declan Rice makes everything look so easy as well. So I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10 as well. Obviously, I'm going to watch the game. If you think I'm going to sit here the whole night and watch the Arsenal game again, then you're probably right. So I'm going to watch it again and look at different things that I might have missed. But I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10 for sure. Martin Odegaard. He got the assist for the first goal. I mean, it was a shot that was saved by the goalkeeper, and then it landed on Saka. The goal, the fourth goal, fantastic, man. Like, he'd never waste time. If he gets a chance to shoot the ball, he's going to shoot the ball. Fantastic performance from him once again. Probably a candidate for one man of the match today. It's very hard to choose the man of the match. So I'll put a poll on YouTube and see what you guys are saying about who's the man of the match today. Odegaard, captain, man, leading us to the big stage, captain, scoring. From the first minute, he was one of those players who are very quick passes, quick thinking, absolutely fantastic. I mean, could he have done more? I don't think he could have done more. I think he did everything he could do. I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. Now, is that too high? I think that was a 9 out of 10 performance. Unless would you give him an 8 or a 9? I'm going to give him a 9 because I don't think he could have done way more than that. He did everything. He led us to a Champions League game from the first minute. He was on it. He's one of the few players who's played Champions League football before. He's not even played that much because he wasn't really a regular back in the PSV days, in the Real Madrid days. Sorry. But I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10 for today. Next up is not Bukayo Saka. Kai Havertz next to Odegaard in midfield. I mean, he didn't score assists, but I do agree today he was pretty good in terms of winning the second balls in midfield, taking the ball forward, quick thinking as well today. He wasn't dwelling on the ball. I know that is something that many of you have a problem with. Maybe sometimes Havertz holding on to the ball too much. Today he was making the quick passes. They had to pull him back. They were scared of Havertz. They had to pull him back, the PSV players. So fantastic. I'm going to give him the same as how many minutes? I mean, he played 90 minutes. I mean, I do think the likes of Odegaard and Rice were slightly better. I'm going to give Havertz the same as Zinchenko, 7 out of 10. I think this is probably the highest I've given him so far. So happy with today's performance. Again, just like Zinchenko, it's a 7 going to 7.5. So 7 for Havertz for today. Next up, Bukayo Saka. This guy, man. This guy, man. Oh, what a performance. Quick thinking for the Trossard assist, no wasting time, perfect counter-attack from Jesus, him and Trossard. The goal as well, good finish, I mean, from a rebound. And the rest of the game, I mean, I think today we saw one of Saka's best performances so far. I mean, it's still not Saka, the one we know that can take on the left back like 100 times in a game. But I said it on a podcast the other day. If he has that injury that you're being told, the one thing that I've noticed with the young players over the years, and also Martinelli Smith throwing for us, like 2021, 2022 season, sometimes they yeah, like I'm so excited. I've just gotten a goal. I'm going to keep running the whole game, 90 minutes. Let's get the ball, run, shoot, cross, run. You're going to burn yourself to the ground. If you watch Salah and the likes of Messi, they don't always run like that, Sometimes you don't even see Salah until the 80th minute, but he'll get a goal and an assist. Messi as well, you might not even see him for 70 minutes, but he'll get a hat trick. You don't have to run like every time, like Saka run every single time, like kill the left back. He's killed enough left backs. Like, we don't want his prison sentence to be too much. So that's enough. Like, you don't have to run every single game. So I'm actually happy with Saka right now. We don't really need him to perform 10 out of 10. If he's performing 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, and he's still getting a goal every single game and getting an assist every single game, that is fine. On top of that, he knows that he doesn't really have to perform too much because there's other players as well who are playing incredibly well for us. He can pass the ball to Odegaard. We don't have to depend on him. He can pass the ball to Trossard. We don't have to depend on him as well. So, yes, you have to know how to save your energy throughout the game. And I think that is something that Saka is learning. And if he's carrying that injury you're being told about, he knows how to manage it. So that is good. So Saka for today got a goal. He got subbed off. I'm so happy. Like, I was so happy to see Saka getting subbed off. He also got the assist for the Trossard goal. I think he was freaking incredible. I'm going to give him the same as our captain. Our captain, Martin Odegaard, 9, and Saka gets a 9 as well. Fantastic. Fast. That is the first time he's played a Champions League game fast. He's been, like, the last time you were in the Champions League, I think he was at home watching just like us. So absolutely fantastic from Saka and Odegaard. Both of them get a 9 out of 10 for today. Incredible players, man. Incredible players. Like, I'm so happy to have them at Arsenal. Odegaard, please sign a contract. I'm begging you, please. Just sign a 10-year contract or something right now. Saka, 9 out of 10. The other wing, Leandro Trossard. Another one. This is another one. Like, I'm thinking, like, not even thinking. This is 100% certain. Like, us not signing Mudryk is definitely a blessing in disguise. Mudryk turn out to be a very good player in the future, of course. He might end up being a very good player at Chelsea, I don't know. In a different team, maybe. I don't know. I don't care. We got Trossard for 25 million. 25 million for Trossard. Odegaard was like 30-something million. So basically for Trossard and Odegaard and Saka, that's a combined like 60, 65 million. There's other teams that you're not going to mention that are paying players 100 million, and they're still in the bottom half of the table. So incredible from Trossard once again today. Makes everything look so easy. Really, really impressed with his finishing and his crossing. Like, he scores with his right foot, and then a few minutes later, he crosses the assist with his left foot, making everything look so easy. Fantastic performance. Another player, despite being 27, 28, this is the first time he's playing in the Champions League. So well done to him. You'd never have known that that was the first time he played in the Champions League. He had 35 touches of the ball. He made three key passes throughout the game. He made one interception, 74% in terms of accurate passes. He also got subbed off early on. So I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. Could have been an 8 out of 10 because of giving Zinchenko 7 out of 10 because he was subbed off. But for the time Trossard was on in terms of attacking, I think he did everything, man. So I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. Bro, I've given 3 players 9 out of 10. I don't think I've ever done that. So yeah, that shows you how good they were. Who knows? It could be 4 players. Next up, it's Gabriel Jesus. What are we going to give Gabriel Jesus? The goal that he scored, fantastic. The Trossard goal, the way the ball was cleared and Jesus just controlled it and just left the defender there. Brazilian style, man. The king of Brazilian style. He scored a goal today. He had 3 shots on target. He was really testing the goalkeeper. He missed, there's a time in the second half he got the ball on the right side and he decided to cut in. I wanted him to shoot. I think he should have done better in terms of that. How many did he play? He got subbed off in the 68th minute. Let's see. Let me check this. 85% in terms of accurate passes. He won 3 out of the 10 ground duels. Maybe I'm not going to give 4 players 9 out of 10. I think the likes of Trossard and Saka are slightly better, but Jesus was really, really good. They wanted him to start this game. He is one of those players who have the Champions League experience. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. Fantastic finish for that goal. Absolutely fantastic. Really, really happy to have him fit and firing at the moment. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So 8 out of 10 for Gabriel Jesus. Wow, these are very high ratings. So let me recap it. Raya 8, Gabriel 8, Saliba 8, Zinchenko 7, and maybe it's even unlucky to get a 7 because he kept a clean sheet. He was part of the team. So 7 out of 10 for him. Ben White 8, Rice 8, Havertz 7. Maybe I'm being harsh on Zinchenko and Havertz, but I still think they did well, very well. Odegaard 9, Saka 9, Trossard 9, Jesus 8. Man, these are high ratings, and we're not even stopping there. There's players who came from the bench as well. Like, everyone played a huge role today. Who was the first sub today? Nelson. Reece Nelson was the first sub today. Reece Nelson was the first sub today. What are we going to give? Like all of those players on screen, like I love them all, man. Nelson. He was lively. He was very lively, man. Very, very lively. Yes, a couple of decisions he could have done better with, but he assisted. He came on 30 minutes, he assisted. Like that is a player. Is that the first time he's playing this season? Or maybe the second? He doesn't play regularly, man. That is why he's coming from an injury a couple of months ago. He got a new contract. First time he's playing for us in quite a while. Last season, he helped us a lot. He really made me believe we were going to win the Premier League title last season. Reece Nelson, he assisted today. He was only on for 32 minutes, 96% in terms of accurate passes. His crosses were accurate 100%. Long balls accurate 100%. He got us a couple of fouls as well to take a bit of the sting away from PSV. I'm going to give Reece Nelson 7 out of 10 for the 30 minutes he was on the pitch. Fantastic performance from him. Really, really happy. Tommy, I'm going to give him the same, man. This is even very high for players who are coming off the bench. I think he did well again. He was part of the team that kept a clean sheet. He was on for around 32 minutes as well. So Tommy gets a 7. I really hope he stays fit as well. He's a really crucial part in our team. I saw some of you saying he's not good enough after Crystal Palace, but I think that red card was unlucky. I feel he's going to play a huge role for us. Like players like Tomiyasu have to be there. Now that we don't have players like Timber, Tomiyasu can play as a left back, he can play as a right back, he can play as a centre back, he can play in a back 3, a back 4, a back 5. You need players like that in the team. So I'm going to give Tomiyasu a 7 out of 10. Fabio Vieira, I'm so happy he kept him. If you're one of the people who wanted Fabio Vieira to go, shame on you. Very, very good. Very, very quick as well. How many minutes was he on? He was on for 22 minutes. I liked the way the runs he was making. He didn't look scared of taking on players today. I mean, he's not Saka in terms of taking on players, but he was doing it today. He was making runs in behind as well. I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Even if he's on for 22 minutes, I don't care. 7 out of 10. Who else came on? Emil Smith-Rowe. I'm so happy to have you back. How good was Smith-Rowe? I know he got involved a bit. I was so excited. Was Smith-Rowe as good as Nelson? I don't think so. But hey, remember that was the first time that Smith-Rowe has played this season. That is the first time he's played for Arsenal in quite a long time. So let me just confirm the stats. Let's see. Smith-Rowe. I think he was good. He looked good to me. He didn't look like a player who was just who hadn't played for 1 year. Even without checking the stats, I think he was quite good. I don't think he was as good as Nelson in terms of impact, but I was still happy. I was really, really happy to have him back. Let's see. 94 accurate in terms of accurate passes, 94%. 2 key passes. He only lost the possession once. I mean, he didn't get involved in any duels or anything, but what the hell? He gets an extra point for coming on. I've missed him so much. 7 out of 10 for Emil Smith-Rowe. Jorginho was the last player to come on. Obviously, he was only on for like 15 minutes. So I'm going to give him 6. Sounds so bad, but he's only on for 15 minutes. I'm going to give Jorginho 6 out of 10. But if he was on for long, I'd have given him extra. But hey, still very good performance from everyone. Mikel Arteta. First Champions League game as a manager, is one of the people in our environment who's been there when Arsenal were in the Champions League. He's played for us in the Champions League before. He scored for us in the Champions League before. You would never have known like that was his first game in the Champions League. Very, very good performance. We scored 4 goals. We kept a clean sheet. He went to David Raya again. I mean, the people who wanted Ramsdale to start, like me, he told us, shut up, I'm the manager. Raya did well. The subs, I think the subs are fantastic. I think he brought on the subs at the correct times as well. Trossard and Nelson. Trossard went off. Nelson came on 57 minutes, gave Trossard a rest. Zinchenko went off. Tomiyasu gives Zinchenko a rest early on as well. We finally got to see Smith-Rowe. Finally got to see Nelson. Saka was finally subbed off as well. Fabio Vieira came on. Right wing did incredibly well. Some people wanted him to come in for Havertz as well. Havertz didn't get subbed off, but he played well for 90 minutes. Declan Rice got a rest as well. He didn't do anything wrong. 10 out of 10 for Mikel Arteta. I also think this is like the 3rd time I'm giving Arteta 10 out of 10. That is a rare score for a manager. Very rare. But today, everything was perfect. From the first minute, we were on to them from the first minute. So 10 out of 10 for Mikel Arteta, buzzing with that performance. Man of the match is so hard, man. Man of the match is probably between Trossard, Saka, Odegaard, Jesus, Saliba. Like, that's like 7 players. I don't even know who I'm going to include in the poll. If you're watching on Facebook, make sure to check YouTube in a couple of minutes to vote for who your man of the match was. I'll post a community tab and ask you guys who your man of the match was. But you can also comment right now and tell me who your man of the match was. It's very good to be back playing on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Very, very happy. Dan says that was pure football. Absolutely. Yasin says you're always the Gunners. Mike says how sweet is it to win at home? I think we need to humble Man City. Hopefully this, but we'll think about Man City when that time comes. Let's see. A lot of comments. I appreciate it, guys. Haji says, big up, bro. What a great night. Happy Arsenal fans from Chennai, India. Thank you for watching. Unique entrance into the Champions League, says Umadin. Sorry. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Bring on Spurs, says David. Moise says, I swear if Arsenal can sign Ivan Toney in January, we are good to win big trophy. Arsenal has squad depth. We are being linked to him, by the way. It looks like we could actually get him. Interesting. Hey, there's a time you were dissing him and he was dissing Arsenal. Finally, he could end up being an Arsenal player. Let's scroll down. This is the youngest team in the world, says it's probably not the youngest, but in terms of being the youngest and being quality, yes, I think in terms of that, very, very good. I think we're the best youngest team in the world. Rice is write that one already. Let's go to the bottom. Let's do this. Let me check the new ones. It also says Raya doesn't stay in goal. Here you like he's playing almost like a defender sometimes. Chalina says Odegaard the man of the match. Mari says man of the match is Odegaard. Paul says Odegaard as well. Akin says how I wish you can be scoring in Premier League like this. It will be fantastic for us. Let's hope so. Let's hope this brings the confidence. Alex, how are you, man? Nice seeing you again. How are you feeling about Arsenal right now? Good improvement for Harvard, says Angelina. Suleiman says, this is my dream Arsenal. Let the revolution continue in both Champions League and Premiership. Beckham, interesting name. Today, Havertz was good playing with his back to the keeper, just like Giroud. 7, says Beckham. That's fair. Okeke says Odegaard 9. Let's see. Yusuf says Arsenal did not play the game if they are not prepared well. Please warn Man City. Raya is so good on coming for crossing, but Ramsdale is still number 1 choice. For me, I don't have a number 1 choice. Whoever plays, I'm fine with. I said we had to revenge. I'm so delighted tonight, says Junior. Congratulations to my team. Eric says, I'm over the moon, bro. Abraham says, I was wishing Mohamed Elneny to play. I mean, he's coming from an injury. He will get an opportunity. We have a Carabao Cup game next week against Brentford, so we might see the likes of Smith Rowe more, Jorginho more, Elneny more. Let's see. I love how Gunners boys played this night. They were more comfortable. Congratulations to them. And my question is, Saliba is okay or there's a small injury after the game? He looked okay to me. I mean, maybe tired. I don't know. But I think he was okay unless we wait to hear what Atita says. I like the composure that Raya has. The team was brilliant today, says Mark. I wish the guys can be sacked to give their best in all the competitions. Let's go for many trophies. Good Martinelli injury update, says Lovato. Atita said he will miss today's game, which he has, but he could be back for Tottenham. But then again, if you don't have to rush him. We have so many good players. If he's back, put him on the bench. Start Trossard. Have fallen in love with Kai Havertz's performance today, says Babatope. Musa says, as usual, Havertz was the missing link today. I absolutely love you, Musa. Thank you for always watching, but I absolutely disagree with that. He was very good. He did not score assists, but you don't have to. He did very well in terms of winning second balls and creating the path before the assist and all that. He was quite good in the midfield, especially in the second half, the last 20 minutes. I'm happy to see Smith Rowe back in action, says Lovato. Let's take a couple more. How long will Partey? I guess how long will Partey be out for? The next international break. So he'll still miss like 4 or 5 more games. So after the next international break, when we will be back to play Chelsea and Man City, he will be back for those. So thankfully, because I really want Partey for the Man City game, so it looks like he will be back for that one. Son is very dangerous. Ray can score range. So Esesa says Son is very dangerous. No, it's fine. They can be as dangerous as they want to be. But I know Trossard is dangerous. Saka is dangerous. I expect us to score more goals than them. Man of the match is Odegaard. Kai had a great game today, says Fawole. We hope to have more of this, and there's still room for improvement. Trossard, man of the match, says Abraham. Anand says Saka, man of the match. So a lot of, as you can see, a lot of the players played really well today. Tomiyasu says Raya makes goalkeeping look so easy. Suleiman says Odegaard, man of the match. So hopefully you're taking most of the comments. I really appreciate you guys watching. I know it's very late for most of us, but hey, after winning a Champions League game like that, all the boys being together like this, absolutely love it. We got the 3 points. I think Sevilla drew with Lens, if I'm not wrong. I think they drew, which is good. For us, we want the other teams to draw and for us to win so that by the time we get to match day 4, hopefully we are through. But next up, a big one against Tottenham. Our next Champions League game in 2 weeks' time, you're going to have Lens away, our first away game in the Champions League for quite a while. So I'm very confident. Hopefully Martinelli is back soon. Hopefully we hear positive news on the likes of Partey. I think Timber is working already, which is good. So very, very good, man. We got to see Smith throw a lot of positives to take. We scored 4 goals today. We kept a clean sheet of the Emirates. We rarely do that. Havertz had a good performance. Trossard scored, assisted. Saka scored, assisted. Odegaard scored. First goal came from him, so he'll call it an assist as well. Jesus scored a very good goal as well. Raya, another clean sheet. Saliba, solid. Gabriel, solid. From the bench, you finally got to see Smith through this season. Another positive. Nelson came on, very good performance. Fabio Vieira once again coming on and putting a very good performance. We got to rest Saka, got to rest the likes of Zinchenko as well. Very good. Sunday, Tottenham. You're next, man. Absolutely buzzing. Thank you guys for watching. Hit the like button and I'll catch up with you tomorrow.